I think you should start. What makes you like just so shy? What makes you Chicago? Like,
okay, so you are so Chicago when you're on the CTA, specifically on the red line, and like when you hear that it's like 4 or 5 o'clock, it's rush hour, and you hear the door from where the carts swing, and you already know what someone's about to say. Squares, loose squares, Paxton loud.
Loud. Shorty, you need that loud?
Loud. And just these dudes just walking by like these trench coats full of stuff. It's like,
you want it, I got it. If I ain't got them, to get it. So get it while the getting's good.
like,
They got on hoodies. And no matter what, if it's 90 degrees, they got on the hoodie. If it's -5, they got on the hoodie in a book bag.
True. They got candy. They got like bath towels. I remember one dude was selling like socks, like fresh socks. That you just like
drugs.
Exactly.
One-stop shop.
Exactly.
What I learned is you cannot make eye contact, because once you make eye contact, it's a wrap. They're your best friend for the rest of your train ride.
Oh, yeah,
they like to borrow something.
Hey, let me hold $1.
And then, like, as a woman, you can't even, like, you just got to put your head down and act like you don't see them. Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, what makes two things. Okay. First, since we talking about the people on the trains, what I learned, and what makes you so Chicago, that you know when somebody says check it out, do not check it out.
Oh yeah.
Like check it out means don't check it out.
Yeah,
don't look, don't comment, don't check it out. Because the minute you check it out, it's over for you.
Yep.
And then another thing that makes you so Chicago is Harold's Chicken, right?
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah. So let me first ask you, what do you eat on your Harold's Chicken?
So I get a half dark, salt, pepper, hot and mild sauce and everything. Especially on the fries, like oh my God, with the fries, like if the fries have to be like literally just like painted in sauce, because if like either just like a little bit of like the gold crispiness, they're not doing it right.
I eat ketchup, hot sauce, salt and pepper.
That hurts.
And I don't understand. I thought that was a thing. Like I thought everybody ate that.
Ketchup and hot sauce on fried chicken. How is that a thing? Where in the world is that a thing?
Like like bad kids love ketchup, and so I guess when I was younger, it's like let's put. Kids love ketchup. You can put
kids love ketchup.
Right, so as a kid, well, all kids love ketchup. But as a kid, and your mama wants you to eat, it's like, okay, let me go to Harold's. I'm gonna get you ketchup, hot sauce, salt, and pepper.
Ketchup,
and that's a thing.
Where does that come from? No.
Ketchup go with anything.
No, it doesn't.
Why not put ketchup on my eggs? I cannot eat like an omelet without ketchup. Ketchup is a tomato. It's universal.
Anywho.
So yeah, okay. So Harold's altogether just makes you so Chicago. But
absolutely. Did you have like a favorite spot that you would go to?
Definitely 87th and Dan Ryan.
Absolutely, it's the best Harold's.
And then after they took their like little tumble from Grace, and then it was like 83rd and Ashland.
Okay.
And then they closed down.
There's one like right off of like 54th and Cermak, like by the Green Line stop.
Oh, I'm scared of 54th.
Towards like McCormick Place. It's kind of like off, like in.
That McCormick Place, that sound that it gotta be hood. Like you can't eat Harold's if it ain't in the hood.
It's not like that one that's like in the South Loop though. That one
definitely not eating that. My Harold's gotta be like a hole in the wall, like.
Yeah, but it is a hole in the wall though. I'll take you to it one time.
Another one that was good on 60, like 5th and Cottage.
Oh yeah.
That was great. Yeah. But yeah, so we're really Chicago. We know the Chicago, stuff.
Absolutely. So, you watch anything good this week?
Okay, so You People is like a big. Everybody was so excited, like, You People. But even before it came out, it was like.
Well, first, before we even get to that, like, what is You People?
So, what's his name? Kenya Barrett. I don't want to say his name wrong. Barrett. Okay.
It's a new romantic comedy from Netflix, with produced by Kenya Barris, and it stars like Eddie Murphy, Nia Long. Which is this like the first film Nia Long has done in like how long again?
She's coming back out.
Okay.
So she did the Best Man stuff. So she's making her way back out.
Okay.
But what is Kenya Barris like known for?
So Kenya Barris is like the mind behind like Blackish, Grownish. How many spin-offs we have now? Like 14?
Yeah, anything that's like mixed race, like that's his jam.
Anything that has like ish behind it is probably like Kenya Barris.
Or he loves like just mixed race stuff because I guess his wife is white, he's black, so he's into the whole.
I think his wife's biracial.
Yeah, rainbow. She's
But so anyways, You People is like a romantic comedy from Kenya Barris. Stars Eddie Murphy, Jonah Hill, Lauren London, Julie Louis-Dreyfus, who's like Lorraine from Seinfeld.
I never knew her name. I was like, what? I love her, but what is her name?
Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
That's a wild name, but okay, go ahead.
Yep. So basically...
Wait, what's the dude's name, the dad? You know his name?
That's... You ever watch The X-Files?
You know, I know what he... I know.
He's Mulder. He's David Duchovny, that's his name.
See, I don't know. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I know too much about this stuff. But basically, it's a romantic comedy, and you've got Jonah Hill and Lauren London. They play these two. They're this couple. Jonah Hill's from Jonah Hill's from like a sort of progressive like Jewish family. Lauren London's from like this more conservative like Black Muslim family, and like coincidence like kind of brings them together. Eventually, they become a couple. They decide to get married, and the whole film's kind of about like them navigating like the cultural and like political differences
in an interracial relationship.
In an interracial relationship, yeah. Okay. So you got some opinions on it.
I have many, very alike.
Okay, I want to hear this.
So first, let's start with the fact that Jonah Hill is supposed to be a 35-year-old. He looks 53, and so the fact that he looks 53 is not okay with me, because Lauren London is beautiful and gorgeous and young, and so he looks 53, she looks 25. It just was weird. And then I guess because he wrote the movie too, like they wrote it together, that's why they was like, okay, we're gonna give you a role. Don't get me wrong, I love him, I think he's great, I think he's funny, but he just looks like he needs to do something with his life, like eat healthy or something. I'm not really too sure like what's happening. Okay. And then my second issue is that the relationship they had, I don't know if they don't like each other in real life, but like as an actor, you're supposed to bring the chemistry. You cannot convince me that they liked each other. You cannot convince me that they wanted to touch each other, that they wanted to kiss each other. It was just like cringy, like, and then it was like the story kind of just jumped from they met, then they bought a house, and then they were married. Like there was no in between, no substance. Like it was just like dry and just cringy. I feel like they toned Eddie Murphy down a lot. He wasn't like, maybe because he's old now. So
Eddie Murphy was like one of my biggest issues. My biggest issue with the film was just that nobody really was likable.
Nobody.
Like nobody. Like Eddie Murphy and his side of the family, they were just like mean for no real reason.
For the sake of
and you got Jonah
the angry black man.
Exactly. And you got Jonah Hill's side of the family who were just
I like the mom, even though she was trying. Like, and I feel like
they were just.
Some people are very much clueless like that.
But for me, they were too clueless for me to believe, you know?
No, I met some clueless people like her. Especially if we're discussing like cultural things. Like, I work at a hotel.
Right.
You see my beautiful braids. This white man.
Don't tell me.
No. This white man came to my counter and was like, hey, cool hair. How much of that is yours? This much? I was like... And I don't think he was being racist. He was just really clueless. And then he was like, yeah, because, you know, you guys wear those dreads. That's pretty unsanitary. Can't even wash those. I was like, okay, I'll let you call me bald. That was cool. But I'm like, sir, you can wash those. So I think a lot of stuff, like the cultural cringiness, like some people are very much clueless. He was probably some rich white man that only see black people on TV and they're totally clueless. Like... So her character was very much believable for me.
Okay. For me, it's just like you can do clueless without coming off as like an idiot, basically. I know it's kind of a harsh word, but like that's kind of.
I think she was trying not to be racist. Like it's like you're so clueless that you sound racist, but you're really not. You're just really stupid. Like it's.
And it's also just one of those things where it's like, if a lot of times. With me, with Kenya Barris, I'm not a fan of Kenya Barris.
I'm not either. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired of hearing about him and his white wife. Congratulations, you married a white woman.
Well, for me, and that's kind of the issue. It's like you want to have like this conversation about like how can people like find love while navigating like the differences between like their people and their beliefs and whatnot. That's an interesting topic. That's been done, and it's been done before, and it's been done a lot better. You ever heard of a movie called Guess Who's Coming to Dinner?
Yeah, that's basically what that was.
It wants to do that. Without any of the subtlety or the really good writing, and also the fact that that was in like 1963, so what they were really trying to do was like really like risque for the time, like having like a black man married to a white woman and like actually showing like the real kind of confrontation and like the challenges that kind of come with a situation like that. It's not really. It's like
and he just used celebrity. Like you just got all these high, like good celebrities and thought you was gonna just slap this together.
And you're not subtle about it. You're just kind of beating people over the head with it, and you're just relying on like really bad stereotypes. Like Eddie Murphy, like that scene at the dinner table when they were talking about, well, I don't know about having a wedding on a boat because you know black people don't do well with water. It's like.
And they burnt his kufi. I was like, whoa, wait a minute.
Why?
That was crazy.
Why? And it's like.
And another thing, like Jonah Hill had a black culture podcast. Like, if that's not like cultural appropriation,
But that's part of the joke, don't you see?
But it was whack. That's stupid because that's really happening. It's not funny.
Yeah. Again, so just like I don't know. But the thing is with Gummy Bears is like he's not going anywhere anytime soon. Like Blackish is like what? Is like what? How many seasons did it get? Is it still on?
Yeah. No, it's done.
Okay.
And Grownish is really boiling my potatoes at this point too. So
yeah, because it's like at season 6, season 7, and we're probably gonna get like 3 new issues. I don't know what they're gonna be.
He needs to be done.
He's not.
He's finished and he needs to be done.
He's not. That's
okay,
the worst
well,
part.
moving on from him.
Thank you.